My name is Caroline Pitts, and this semester I was a TA for the course NTR 495, Federal Nutrition Programs in the U.S. The objective for this project was to support Dr. Singletary in the course by completing weekly duties ranging from directly contacting students about classwork to creating course content for the class, but basically just to try and help out Dr. Singletary as much as possible. The work that I did for this course allowed Dr. Singletary to have more time to work with other students and complete grading or other coursework in this class, as well as the other classes that she teaches. An example of this was a time where there was technical difficulties with a form that I was grading, so I reached out to the IT help desk and figured out what was wrong with Moodle so I could complete grading instead of going through Dr. Singletary and having her take care of it. This was because I knew that she was having a very busy week and we were ending the semester and she had a lot on her plate. Another example was grading large projects for her or changing minor settings on every single play pause it video, even though it was very tedious and time consuming. Some activities I engaged in were grading assignments such as large written projects or discussion posts, and I created course content through videos, created review material for exams, held exam review sessions, and I emailed students directly to answer questions or inquire about assignments. I learned many new skills through being a TA, such as organization, communication, and multitasking. After reviewing specific information from each program over and over again with the students, things such as the resources they provide and the population that these programs reach out to was really solidified, and I was able to communicate these concepts with the students easily. Every week, I tried to take on more and more responsibilities, and I tried to step out of my comfort zone with tasks that I thought would be tedious and time-consuming, or maybe that I just wasn't interested in. I thought the majority of my time being a TA would be just in the background, grading papers, but I spent a huge amount of time working directly with students. I believe I did meet my objective for the class, as I did as much work as I could so that Dr. Singletary would have more time for the students, and I met all of my required hours and completed all of the tasks for the class that I stated I was interested in when originally inquiring about the position. This class dives into the different federal and nutrition programs, and while I didn't learn anything new since I took the class already, I was able to see new perspectives and current events from the enrolled students while grading their assignments. An example of this is learning about how the coronavirus has impacted these programs, as the students were able to research and post about it in discussion forums. I read and graded those posts, and I was able to have some insight on the topic that wasn't otherwise included in the class. I learned a lot about myself being a TA. Some examples were that I'm a little bit more tech-savvy than I thought, as I was able to navigate Zoom, Kahoot, and the backside of Moodle. I had to learn insane time management skills due to my crazy schedule I had this semester in and outside of school. I learned boundaries and how to say no outside of class because of all the times I had to turn down fun stuff with friends and family. I knew I had responsibilities and work that I had to take care of first. I also think I improved my interpersonal skills through speaking directly to students on video calls or through emails. I made a conscious effort to try and speak with them in a more professional way rather than as a peer. While time management is a strength, I also think it's one of my weaknesses when paired with procrastination. I landed a job mid-semester working as a surgical tech at Rex Hospital, which required me to work almost 40 hours a week and stay on call during the weekends, while also continuing to teach music and stay top of all of my schoolwork. I was so tired when I came home that I was barely able to do anything. I always waited to do my work on my days off, but those were usually the same days that I met with Dr. Singletary and the other TAs to talk about what we had accomplished for that week. So, needless to say, I was powering through some work on some early mornings. I think in the future, once my body has adapted to my new job's hours and its physical demands, it'll be easier for me to complete the tasks throughout the week. I wouldn't say that this experience affected my future career choices because I had taught music in the past for about 4 years, but it did strengthen my love for education and teaching. I am glad that I've had so much repeated exposure to the content of this course, and I hopefully will be able to share it with others in a professional or clinical setting down the road. I loved being a TA this semester, and I cannot wait to work with Dr. Singletary again in the fall. Thanks.